MMO online that
That
somebody had made.
sounds illegal.
It was. Um, somebody had made a modification of a ROM of Fire Red and Leaf Green,
Ooh.
and it was online multiplayer where you could fight against other people online, and there would be like 100 people in like the Viridian Forest, all walking around at the same time, like 100 different ashes, and you could fight them, and you could still fight the trainers, and you
Oh,
could still
that's
fight
pretty
wild
cool.
Pokemon and stuff. Like, it was crazy. It had like a built-in chat feature and everything. Like, it was
So
super
I'm
cool.
curious, right? If
This was in like 2007 or 2006. It got shut down right away. But like,
Yeah, I bet.
I'm curious about the new Pokemon game. Is it only like you're for friends online, or can I see other people online? But like,
I
hey,
think it is just for people. The
yeah,
way
I
they
think so.
presented it, which is probably
that's
for the best, because it would be like a really laggy mess if it was a bunch of people
Yeah,
running around.
tighten up, get the servers better.
there's no way. Nintendo was so far behind in
Well,
multiplayer
okay,
online
but if you
stuff.
look at
There's no
Sword and
way.
Shield, it wasn't super laggy when you saw everybody riding their bikes around.
Well, it kind of was. You would just see like people like jump around like and all that stuff. It's not
Well,
like you
see,
couldn't interact with them either, so it
if
doesn't
they
really
fix
matter.
their servers, get better servers, and then incorporate that from Sword and Shield, but I could like walk up to you and be like, "Hey, you want to fight?" No, okay, well, fuck, and then go off somewhere else. That'd be pretty cool.
Nah, man.
Maybe.
If you lock eyes, trainer has to battle.
Sure.
Yeah, but if
All
I'm
right.
online and we just happen to turn at the same
It
time and
doesn't
look at
matter
each
if you
other,
lock eyes. The
That's
trainer's
life,
got to
Dom.
battle.
That's life in the
That's
hey,
Pokemon
I
Pokemon
don't
world.
give a
trainer, all
shit if your
right?
Pokemon's level 5
No,
against mine
So
Dom.
level
No, Dom.
50.
If you lock eyes with somebody, you gotta tell them how comfy your shorts are, and then you gotta battle. All right.
I don't
that's
know where I just
why
pulled this
to this day I
Pokeball
have
from.
trouble making eye contact with people.
Oh
So
God,
pick a
they're gonna
battle.
Pokemon battle me. Uh,
Oh
uh,
God.
uh. Did you play, Danny? Did you play the Pokemon Go?
Yeah,
I
the
think
phone
everybody
game I did
played
for a
it.
little bit. Yeah, pretty much everyone. I didn't keep up with it after the fad died. I went away for it too, but
The only way to play that was on PC where I could
just
walk my character around.
sometimes I still go back and watch the original trailer for it because that's still a really cool trailer. With all the people in like Times Square fight Mewtwo, I think it's a really like
That is.
hype trailer. Everyone throwing all their Pokemon at it.
I mean, hey,
Even though
that kind of was how real life was. Because soon as there's a Charizard over there, you see a crowd of people running to that location.
Man, what a what a phenomena that was.
Mhm.
Man, I never
People,
played it at all.
people being admitted to the hospital from sore legs.
Or people like going out looking for Pokemon and ended up finding like dead bodies or falling off of cliffs or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, like getting hit by cars walking onto traffic because they're trying to catch a shiny Mew or whatever, and it's just like, oh my God.
We need more games.
They
What
had
if,
one, Pikmin.
what
Pikmin
if they
had
had like
one.
It was
Um,
one of those times when it seemed like for at least a week there was world peace because of that game.
So hear me out. They make a Legend of Zelda one, right?
okay.
Right?
Oh God.
And instead of it being Poke Shop, it's dungeons. Go to it, but actually enter a dungeon that you go around, fight, get rubies, fight a mini boss, shit like that.
What's more popular than Pokemon? Oh, I know, Legend of Zelda.
Who doesn't love Legend of Zelda, Danny?
I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm
say
gonna say
no.
80% of the planet
I'm
or
not just gonna
more.
say no, but I'm gonna say hell no. You keep that shit away from my franchise, all right? Like,
I
nah,
wouldn't.
that's okay.
It's
I
just
would
gonna feel like a cheap ripoff of Pokemon.
I would rather see a Zelda Dungeon Maker first.
Oh,
Like
that would be
Mario Maker, Zelda Dungeon Maker
Mm.
first. Did you play the
well. They
Link's
had
Awakening
they
remake?
yeah they pretty much
Mm,
had that in there.
yeah.
You just want like a bigger scale.
Yeah, exactly. Like full on everything. Power ups, that can share all your maps with your friends because you couldn't share your
You know
maps
how
online with
crazy those dungeons would be. People would make,
what are they
and
like
then they'd
in
probably give you
Mario
like a
Maker?
bullshit item to use.
What are they
It's
like in
it's
Mario
totally
Maker, man?
it's possible, but it's gonna be hard as hell.
It's Mario Maker. That's what it is, man. One of the YouTubers I watch, his name's Steven Plays. He has a YouTube series of Mario Maker where he plays a new level every day, and he did it for like 3 years straight. And there's a new level every morning,
Levels.
and like the videos would be like 3 minutes long because that's about how long it takes you to beat a Mario level. And like it was crazy. Like it's just an endless well of content. Those types of makers, creators, those types of games. You could just do it in anything you want. So yeah.
How many like did he always them?
I didn't watch all 1,000 episodes,
Jesus
but
Christ.
I would say that he beat the vast majority of them. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't like it was. It was always supercuts. Like it did. He might have recorded. It might have taken him an hour to beat the level, but the video was only 3 minutes. Because he just kept the good runs. Or the funny parts. So um, but yeah,
I wouldn't be opposed to.
that would be pretty cool. I would be down with that. You know what I want to see though? Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons remake. The Game Boy Color ones.
Oh,
Sure.
what you talking about?
Mm.
Damn. See, I don't know what the fuck you guys talking about. Those were some really good. You know what fucked me up in Seasons? That one, and dude, you wouldn't know. I didn't know how to get past it without the guide. You walk into the forest,
Mhm.
kind of like an Ocarina of Times when you had to follow the music.
Yeah.
Or it should be this loop. I
Mhm.
was stuck in that loop because I
Oh,
didn't. I was
man.
like, how the fuck? Like I can't tell. The music's not changing.
Mhm.
I didn't know without looking at a guide how to get past that.
Trying to remember because we didn't have the guides. We didn't have the guides growing up. We got the
And
guides for Wind Waker, but I never got the
but
guides for any of the other ones.
well, see, the even harder thing about that was the stump was in the center every
Mhm.
time to change the season. I was
Mhm.
like, I don't like. I'm so lost. What season does it need to be? In which direction do I need to go while it's that season?
Oh man, so I have a rule where I don't look up a guide the first time I play a game. But
There's just sometimes you.
that being said, it's really I don't try to look up a guide the first time I try to solve the puzzle. If I'm done trying to solve your puzzle, like done, fed up, like I'm not like I think I might be able to get this, or I'm not really quite sure, maybe. But I mean, like if I'm done, like ready to rage quit, done, I'll look it up.
Oh, you ever tried The Witness? That game is all puzzles. Just The
I did
Witness.
try
It's
it.
just
Hmm.
a game when you're on an island alone and it's all puzzles.
Oh,
Yeah, it was really fun. I liked what I played of it. Yeah, I played
Yeah,
maybe
it was
about an
fun
hour.
until I started like hitting a wall of like puzzles where I couldn't figure out how to do it, and then I started looking up answers, and I just couldn't stop. It just became a slippery
Oh
slope.
man,
Like I couldn't figure out how to do it anymore.
that
that's how challenging
And
it is.
then
there was a The Mist, I think too. Didn't they have a remake
so
recently?
I tried one of those games, but I was too young to figure out those games.
No, I'm saying they did a recent remaster of that old classic game.
Oh,
Thought they had. It was on Game Pass, I thought. But
I don't know.
Ninja
I'm
Turtles
not.
tomorrow.
God of War.
Hmm.
Are you gonna play it on your Xbox or your PC?
Turtles? Probably Xbox. Yeah.
Heroes in a Half Shell.
Yeah.
I have no
Probably
connection
Xbox.
to the Ninja Turtles. I didn't watch them when I was a kid,
It's a shame.
and those Michael Bay movies were terrible. So
Whoa.
what? Don't whoa me. Come on, you cannot actually think those
They
were good
were
movies.
they were critically panned.
Oh wait. Are you talking about like the realistic looking?
Yeah.
The most
Okay,
recent
yeah.
version, yeah, the lot.
They were critically panned,
Those,
but the first one wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. The second one was pretty bad.
I mean, it was. I guess it was not as bad as like the Transformers movies, but I mean, the Transformers one was good and Bumblebee was
Yeah.
good,
Two was
Yeah.
good.
but
One and two Transformers were good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Basically
I will
when they
give it
left
to two. When it hit three, yeah, it's just
I mean,
yeah,
they got progressively worse,
when
definitely.
they left Shia LaBeouf behind, like when he was no longer the main character, I don't even remember. There's like 4 or 5 movies after
Mark
that.
Wahlberg,
Mark
Mark
Wahlberg
two
Wahlberg.
Mark
became main
Wahlberg
at
movies.
4 because Shiloh was still
Yeah,
there for
4 and
3.
5 were Mark Wahlberg.
But 3 was just like he didn't have Bumblebee no more. It didn't make any fucking sense.
I watched them all like a couple years ago. They're terrible.
No.
Well, I mean, at least most of them are.
I hated 4 because Jesus Christ, everybody just wanted to see the dinos,
I don't even
and it's like,
did they have dinosaurs? I don't even remember
The
them.
fourth one, Age of Extinction.
because it's
I
at the
don't remember these
fucking
names.
very end when they show up.
Is Mark Wahlberg supposed to be the one kid just grown up? Is that what it is?
Oh, Mark,
No, it's a new
he's just
character.
new character. Yeah, he's in 4 and 5.
I don't.
Hey
Was
guys,
the third
I think this might be a Transformer.
is the third one where he goes to college, or is that
No, the third one, the second
That's
one,
the
he goes
second
to
one is
college.
college.
The third one, he has like a job.
Yeah.
The super hot person.
Yeah,
that
and he's
works-
Megan Fox isn't in it anymore. It's
and the
like
girl is a robot?
Oh well, the girl who was in it was
No,
way
there
better.
in the second one there is a girl that's robot, which is weird because
Okay.
they introduced that and then they never approached that again. That a transformer can just turn into a human.
I'm just saying, sexy robots. Just
That's
hear me
Tastes
out,
like
all right?
ridiculous.
motor
Like,
oil.
I'm just saying,
Come on.
if the robot looked like that, would you then be more
Well, you
inclined
wouldn't
to?
know. You wouldn't know.
I mean, in that movie,
Maybe.
they had robots that could come back from the dead. They had a robot that could turn into a human. They had a robot that could teleport across the planet, and they never address any of these things again.
Maybe sexy robots aren't so bad then. You know, I mean, hey, you know.
Hey, the Chinese already make trying to help cut down on that population. Population
No,
control. Everybody gets a robot.
no.
One day we will live in that future.
we'll,
That glorious future.
we'll be
Hopefully
old as
not.
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say hopefully not. Hopefully we die right at the end, where it's just
We'll be
like
downloaded into the robots, and then we'll be the sex robots.
Ah,
Enslaved as sex
so.
what
robots.
So
a
my
life. We'll
so
become. It'll
maybe
be like Detroit Human. We'll be
It'll
like,
be a Black Mirror type situation.
so I
Like
have
you want
a
to live forever as a sex slave, but you don't have to die.
a sci-fi like end of life story for me. Maybe I'll save it for next week, but
oh
Give us a
man, this is
taste.
the podcast
all
after
right, okay.
hours. Go
All
ahead.
right, okay. So, all right, so here's my life, right? So, when I die, I want my body donated to science, okay?
Mhm.
However, I want my brain donated specifically to the US military. Now, you may wonder, what's the military going to do with a brain? What can it do, you know? Nothing maybe now, but they could put it on cryo freeze for 250 years and then thaw out my brain and put it into a combat robot. And then 2,000 years from now, after the 34th Space War, where it's all just combat robots with alien brains, they could decommission my robot because my brain starts to remember what my previous life was. And so I'm no longer good as a combat robot, so they decommission me. And they send me to some far off place in the middle of the galaxy like Jupiter's moon Ganymede or something. And then I'm like in a bar as a combat robot, like struggling to remember my human life as well as the 2,000 years of war and all the atrocities that I've done there. And then
Okay,
that'd be my
Guff.
story.
Okay, decommission you means they're gonna throw you in like a garbage disposal.
No, but you have to remember I'm a combat robot, so they can't decommission me. I break
He's
out
a
of the
combat
facility.
robot that starts remembering Bethesda and all the Fallouts.
So yeah, so like that's like my ultimate goal. My
If
ultimate
I
goal.
can't be downloaded into a computer, then I want my body frozen and shot into space so some alien race can find me in 10 million years and resurrect
Resurrect you and fuck you.
me.
They're gonna resurrect you and chlorine
Resurrect me?
your ass.
DNA samples.
Clone me.
Oh man.
Gonna come
Yeah.
back to
I just
Earth,
don't.
but
I don't want the diet soda of immortality, as Borderlands calling it, as of just downloading it, just getting a copy of yourself that lives on forever. It's like, come on, that's not fair. I won't get to be the copy.
Did you see Altered Carbon on Netflix?
No, that's the one with
Oh man.
Falcon.
Yeah, that one's really good. Yeah. In that one they have it so that you can you're everyone in the world, their consciousness is stored on like a chip.
Mhm.
Everyone in the whole world. Like when you're a baby, you're born like biologically, and then after a certain point, like when you reach a certain age, they download your consciousness to like a chip. And that's it. You're on this chip. And so it doesn't matter what body you're in, none of that matters. Doesn't matter if you die, like if the body that you're in dies, as long as your chip is safe, you can be put into another body and you're fine. And so there's a
Well, wait a
certain
minute. Put into another body. Whose body are you taking? What about the person that owned that body? Is it
doesn't
a
matter.
clone body or is it?
Could be a real body, could be a
can I
clone
build
body.
this body before I get put into it?
You could if you're rich enough, and that was kind of the point where I was
Of
getting. So like
course, always the
Of
rich people
course.
that get
the
all the
elite
cool
the
stuff.
elite members of society have been around for thousands of years because they just keep making new bodies, clones of their bodies or
Yeah.
better
Well,
bodies.
that's probably the future we're headed towards. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are going to figure out immortality and hoard it for themselves.
Download their consciousness to a chip, and then so like the main character of the show is like this. He's like this elite warrior mercenary who found this group of people who doesn't that are like against technology and they're against the chips and stuff like that, and they want to use their real bodies. And so like he's supposed to go into this group as like a double agent and kill the leader, but he ends up falling in love with the leader, and so like he like tries to side with them, and then so like he gets like frozen because they can't kill him because he's like this super elite soldier, so they don't kill him, so they just freeze him, put his chip on ice, and then they thaw him out. Some super rich person buys him and thaws him out and is like, hey, I need you to figure out who killed me because somebody killed the super rich guy. That's not supposed to happen. And so like he thaws him out like Demolition Man style, and like he hires him as a private eye to figure out what's going on, and then so like you can change bodies all the time, like it's just like a thing. So like the 2 seasons that are out, the 2 main characters are different actors.
Now, let's say I found another body. Can I pop my own chip out and be conscious long
No,
enough to place it
no,
in another one?
no,
I
no.
don't think
It
that's
takes
how it
special
works.
equipment. It takes special equipment to do that. Um, but basically they make bodies. They like lab grow bodies that are like elite combat bodies or just like whatever bodies, any kind of body that you can find, kind of a thing. So like what most people do in there is they reach whatever age it is, 16 or 18 or whatever the age is, and then they get their consciousness downloaded on a chip, and then they get their biological body modified to put the chip back in. So they're in their real body. But if that body dies, breaks, has a disease, whatever, if you can afford a new body, you just get a new body.
Body's got AIDS. Time to switch it out.
Yeah, like if it
Throw it away.
happens,
Burn
yeah,
it.
and you can afford it, therein lies the problem. If you can afford a new body, you do that. So it's really good. It's a cyberpunk like Blade Runner kind of
What's it
aspect to
on?
it. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix series. It was originally a book that they adapted. So if you read books, look for it.
Did you guys see the story earlier this week where a guy who works at Google was like put on leave because he
Yes,
claimed that
they
the
suspended
AI he was
him.
working on was
Was
sentient?
smart. Yep. Uh-huh. And they're like, no, it isn't.
Yeah,
Nope. Suspend that guy indefinitely. Nope. It definitely isn't. Nope. Mm-mm.
because he like sent an email out to like 200 employees. It's like, I'm
He
going to be
tried.
let go or something, but please take care of his AI while I'm
Yeah.
gone.
He tried to be a whistleblower and Google silenced him. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see if it is real
So
or not.
if for some odd reason he comes up dead, like the next 1 or 2 weeks, you
No,
gotta be worried about some shit.
the scary thing is if Google tries to kill this AI. Because if Google tries to kill this AI, it's Skynet. It's over.
Sure, but for all we know, he might have just been had a screw loose. He probably just
Yeah.
thought it probably was very realistic, and it just told him what he wanted to hear, so it
That's
made
the
him think it
best
was real.
case. That's the best case scenario. The best case scenario is this one guy was wrong. This is the best case
Yeah,
scenario. But like, man,
I don't know if we're at the point yet that we can make an artificial intelligence, but maybe this century.
well, it's one of those things where the AI it was created, but it got out of control. It got too smart, and so that's when it gained sentience. It wasn't like they were trying to create sentience, and they did, and that's a success.
Yeah.
Like it got out of control. Yeah. So mm. Just don't put it in
He said it
charge.
was a nice AI though. He said it was nice.
Oh, they
Well,
have
they all start nice.
Then it's like one of those chatbots they put on Twitter for a day, and it becomes a super like
Mm-hmm.
racist.
Yeah.
Like
soon as you let it go out to the open web,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't even have to put it in charge of missile systems. You just have to let it have access to the internet. That's it.
I
That's
see
all you have to do.
Ultron. Look at all the shit humans are doing. Fucking
Did you see What If?
yeah, when he got all the Infinity
When
Stones.
he was Infinity Ultron? Oh man.
That's
Nah.
see how
cool.
quickly he killed Thanos as soon as he landed. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was just like, all
like
right,
damn.
whatever.
he just sliced him right in half. I was like, all right, come on, like I don't.
Well, it's not like Thanos is invincible.
He's
He
not,
got
but
zapped by an
he had like all the other stones where he could at least just shielded himself. You know,
well,
like
yeah,
he's
but
just
he just stepped through and immediately got killed. So it's not like he was expecting anything to happen. Thanos doesn't
Yeah.
have the ability to think it's that fast as a robot. He's still a person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Stark probably was the one who put up the most fight, I think. Would you say?
Uh,
against Ultron.
well, I mean, I would say
No, I
Doctor
mean against
Strange.
And
Thanos. No, I'm
Oh,
saying
against
against
Thanos.
Thanos.
oh,
Wanda. But okay, well, yeah, when Thanos had the Infinity Stones, then
Yeah.
yeah, I would say Doctor Strange. But Wanda was also pretty good too, but he didn't have the stones at that time.
So, what do you guys know about Black Adam? I've seen the trailer for it,
It's starring The Rock.
and The Rock is Black Adam, and Black Adam uses magic, and Superman is weak to magic.
So Black Adam is
Is
of
that
course
worse?
Shazam's right is worse.
Of course.
Okay,
Naturally.
that's not of course, but okay, thank you. That makes sense. All right, okay, all right, I'll take
And
that.
yes, he
Is a bad guy?
is Shazam is a bad guy supposed to be.
Wait, hold on. Shazam is a bad
Not
guy?
Shazam, not Shazam. Adam, Black Adam. He is
Okay,
a bad guy.
okay.
So
He's a bad guy.
I don't know. I think they're going for more of an
theoretically, he
anti.
should be able to beat down Superman to
Weak
magic.
to magic.
And Shazam's powers are magic.
I think
Theoretically,
they're probably
Superman
going to
should
go
not
for
be
more
able
of
to
an
stand to them.
anti-hero route.
They're gonna do an anti-hero.
They might do an anti-hero.
I think that's what they're going for here. At least with this first movie. Maybe he'll be more darker as it goes on. But
Well, first
I don't know. I didn't really see him use magic in this
I haven't even seen the
trailer. It just looks like he's Superman, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
showed it
pretty much.
during
They
the-
all have like the same power as Superman.
they
Basically.
showed it during the Summer Game Fest, but I forgot about it. So
There's going to be other heroes in it too. Dr. Fate, I think, is in it.
I need to see.
Ooh.
He's a magic guy. He's like Doctor Strange, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh man, can we minor spoiler? Can we talk about a minor spoiler for Rick and Morty? The Aquaman ripoff that shows up.
Oh, Mr. Nimbus.
Mr. Nimbus. Oh man, Mr. Nimbus. That
That's
guy
like the
was
first episode.
hilarious.
So,
Oh my god. Mr. Nimbus is like this Aquaman ripoff who's Rick's like mortal enemy. And of course Rick is like
he always has fucking mortal enemies.
No, but this guy is legit his mortal enemy. Like everybody else just hates Rick. But this guy is legitimate his nemesis. Like every hero has a nemesis. His is basically Aquaman, except for he's a sexually androgynous Aquaman, and he's always like having threesomes with people, like all the time. Like he tries to have a threesome with Beth and Jerry, and it's just oh my god,
and he can command the police for some reason.
He can command the police. Like the police show up and they're like, "What's going on?" And he's just like, "Arrest this man," and they're like, "Oh, we gotta arrest this man." And then he's like, "Take off your clothes," and they're like, "Oh, we gotta take off our clothes." And like, it's crazy. Like, dude, Rick and Morty, I love it. Oh man.
What a great.
Yeah, Mr. Nimbus. God.
I don't know why it took me so long to get.
It's probably because it wasn't easily available. You didn't see it. It wasn't something you could watch.
It was on Hulu for a while though, right?
When did it first start? It must have been like 2013 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say it had to been the early 2010s. Yeah.
Really, that far back, Rick and Morty started?
Yeah, they've had long gaps between seasons, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rick
I mean, there's 5
and
seasons of it,
Morty.
so if you think about it that way, that's like a minimum of 5 years, but it's probably more like 10.
Yeah, 2013. So it's been out for almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
They've only had half as that many seasons.
What about speaking of great Hulu shows? What about Letterkenny? You guys seen Letterkenny?
No.
Oh man, Letterkenny it like follows this group of friends, these 4 friends from Canada, but they're Canadian hillbillies. It is hilarious. Like the main guy is like the best fighter in the town, and so he goes out and like beats the shit out of somebody, and then he's like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Oh, look. Oh, put some ice on your eye. Oh, yeah." I mean, like it is, yeah, but it follows like these 4 friends.
Oh,
it's just like,
is this where
dude,
this shit came from? I didn't know this was a TV show.
Funny. Yes, it is hilarious. You gotta watch it. Oh man.
Yeah, I've seen like short clips of this before,
Mhm,
but I thought it was just like just somebody just making like a video. I didn't know this was
No.
actually a fucking sitcom.
No.
Because
And like his sister is like the best looking girl in town, and there's these 2 like hockey bros, and it's hilarious because it's just like I don't know, we're from Florida. We don't know what hockey bros are, but I mean like they're bros, but they play
We got
hockey.
one of the best hockey teams in the nation.
like
That's
they're
true.
both.
Actually, not gonna lie, the Bolts, yeah,
I'm gonna watch this now because the first time I ever came across this, they're just sitting down, looks like making a hand. Two guys come up trying to fight them, and they're just slamming them.
Yes,
they're talking
every
when the guy takes his shirts off, he's like, "Whoa!"
Dude, every
What the fuck
time
you taking your shirt off for?
dude, the whole first season, like I said, the main character guy is the best fighter in their town. And so the whole first season is people just showing up at his house, waiting at the end of his driveway for a fight. People just show up at his house and they're like, "All right, let's have a fight." And he goes out and he whoops their ass. And then after he's done, he like brings them a shot of whiskey and he's like, "All right, here you go, put this on." Like I mean, it's the whole show. It is hilarious.
Oh god, I gotta watch. How
Hmm.
many seasons?
I don't know. There's a bunch. There's like 7. It's insane. There's a
Oh.
ton. But have you seen Trailer Park Boys?
That
That's
is
that's the one, the
it's.
Canadian show, right?
It's another Canadian show. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Don't
I've
worry,
seen
I'm
some
IT.
episodes of it.
Oh, man.
They have an
Trailer-
episode, right? This was walk up to Chris.
Mm.
Hey, don't worry, I'm IT. That was me and Chris's like running joke from
Oh,
Trailer
man.
Park Boys. So they get these IT badges, right? And they just start robbing this
Yes.
office building while
Yes.
people are having a meeting. They're walking in
Yes.
and just taking shit. And it's like, don't worry, I'm IT. And they just keep taking shit out of
Dude.
the office while
Dude,
people
they're
are
like-
having a meeting.
They're like, it is so easy to rob a business. You just walk in there and you start taking furniture, and they think that you're movers. It's just, oh my god.
Oh,
Dude.
that's like some video I saw was like you can get anywhere if you just carry a ladder with
Ladder? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
David Dobrik's fucking.
you. Yeah.
Oh no, he copied it. He said somebody else told them that, and so they just did it. They went to a theater. They went to a fucking museum with a ladder.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
I think
Like,
you're right, man. People are gonna think you're here to work on some shit.
the
The
thing
only
is,
place they couldn't get into was a club.
so like the thing is about like if you're trying to like sneak in someplace or be somewhere you're not supposed to be, the thing is confidence. Look like you belong. Like if you're like not somewhere where you're supposed to be and there's only one other person in the hallway and you're like, man, this guy's gonna find out I'm not supposed to be here. Like look him in the eye, and be like, what's up, man? Hey, how's it going? Like going down here, whatever. Just like it's about confidence.
You want to know the
Confidence is how you
funniest thing
belong.
about that? Did you ever see the one of the guy who was like, "All right, I'm finna go into McDonald's and ice cream," and he legit just walked in there with a tool bag and just back there just banging on the ice cream machine and shit. The manager is like, "Oh, the so and so city. Oh yeah, well he's out sick today, so they just sent me down here to check on the ice
yeah.
machine,
You
ice
know,
cream machine."
It's like yeah, Steve or John. Yeah, John. Yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah, John sent me down here, and yeah, that's one of the things they
That's
do in
it.
Trailer Park Boys too. Like, there's this guy. So the point of Trailer Park Boys is there's these two, guys from Trailer Park,
Mhm.
and they're criminals. They're small time petty criminals, but they're always looking for the big score, the one thing that's going to set them up for life. And every season, it starts with them having been arrested from the last big score that failed, and at the end of the season they get arrested for the current big score when it fails because they're idiots. And so like that's how it always starts. And so they get out of jail the first episode of the season, and then they make this master plan. Like, one of the master plans they had was they were going to sell weed because weed's not illegal in Canada. So they were going to sell weed, and so they had this weed production facility in the trailer park, and like they had so much hash left over that they made a driveway for one of the trailers out of hash, and then they would just cut it up in the driveway and sell it to people. It was insane. There's some of the craziest things that happen in this show.
So you know
And
what? When I think of Trailer Park Boys, you know who I think of? Tiger Dog.
Oh man, Tiger Dog!
Tiger Dog would have came
from a
from
Canadian
Trailer
Park.
Park.
Because there's a character, a white rapper in there named J Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, one day we'll have you listen.
One day.
Oh, that's a musician. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I
A
suppose.
musician.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
In the loosest sense of the term. Yeah.
If you could call a person that recorded a song a musician, yeah, he's a musician. Yeah,
he's something.
There's a whole lot going on there.
There's a whole lot, and I wish I found, like, I know I have it somewhere on USB.
All right. I know I got the CD somewhere too, but
you just gotta be ready for it.
I don't think you can be ready.
You gotta be mentally prepared for this shit.
I don't think there's anything you can do to mentally prepare yourself. You just got to go in fresh like a band-aid. Just like rip it off. Just be like, all right, let's go. Fuck it. We're gonna find out why pants are coming down. We're gonna find out today why the pants are coming down. Why are they coming down? Don't worry about it. Tucker Dog's gonna tell you.
Oh my god, that shit. The highlight of anything you can find in a season.
Dude, you know how so many people are like, "Oh man, I found some porn on this computer." No, this is seriously the best thing I've ever found in a computer.
Yeah.
Like I was just like,
Yeah, you found it, and we were just like, all right, let's just go to lunch and
Oh,
pop it
so
in.
it's not like some like known artist. It is like
Mm-mm.
something you've
No,
just found on a
It's
computer one day.
somebody's like mixtape that they made, and it is bad. And I listen to ICP. Like it's bad. And I'm an Insane Clown Posse fan. So
Oh,
like,
this
I
is right.
mean,
When you mentioned that last time, I had no idea that Insane Clown Posse was a rap group. I thought they were like some sort of rock group.
yeah, it's a pretty common misconception. They're a bit genre defying. But I would say that for the most part they are a rap group. I would say, yeah. That's kind of like their ultimate like genre. Like you like The Lonely Island.
Yeah.
So like their like defining style is probably rap, I would say. I wouldn't call them a rock band, you know. But they're that kind of like parody rap or comedy rap. I'm not really quite sure what you would.
like Weird Al.
Yeah.
Well, but Weird Al doesn't rap in all of his songs. Like Weird Al specifically parodies genres. Like ICP is rap music, but the source material is not serious by any means. I mean, they talk about pulling a beehive out of a tree and having sex with it. You're not going to find any rap music that talks about that. So I mean, like,
Well, we've all had those days.
so I mean, like, they're talking about performing voodoo arts in a graveyard and then marrying one of the zombies that come out because a girl's not going to cheat on you if she's dead. So like, that's the only girl that's trustworthy. So I mean, like, it has that kind of rap kind of feeling to it, but they're obviously not serious with the lyrics. It's very, it's very tongue in cheek, So it's like Eminem. Are you a fan of Eminem, Dandy?
Spaghetti.
It's like Eminem's first album,
I
his
guess so.
first studio album, the Marshall Mathers EP.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, bad example, but
I have listened to some Eminem, but I couldn't like identify it.
Eminem's first studio album, the Marshall Mathers EP, is very much in the style of
Slim
ICP.
Shady.
Yeah, like it's very strange. He like the stories, the songs are like more like stories. He tells like the story about him like being bullied in school, and even the principal was bullying him, and like he talks about selling his car for gas money, and like talks about like going to a party and giving a girl mushrooms, and she's supposed to only eat one, but she eats the whole bag, and then she dies at the party, and he's like, oh god, and like yeah, like the very first Eminem album is very different than the rest of his stuff, but um, coincidentally, it's the only album I like by him. But yeah, um, mm.
I don't need to listen to it today.
What are you trying? Are you trying to play Tiger Dog right now? No,
I just
don't.
want to find it. I just want to find.
No, not tonight. Not tonight.
Okay,
No, no, not
USB.
tonight.
No, I just want to find what USB I have it on.
Mm-mm. I would say not tonight. Save it. Save it. Save it for Craig. Craig needs to hear Tiger Dog in his life.
I have to re-find it.
I'll try to find the disc. I don't know where it is. I don't have any idea where it is, but yeah.
I can't remember how I came across it. I was like, oh, I do have it.
Mm.
I can't remember, like, where did I come across this again? It's not on any of my main USBs where I put my gaming stuff on.
I think.
Oh, that's.
I think I took it home. I don't think it's still in my desk at work.
I hope it's not. At work still.
Dude, it sat there for years. I didn't have any idea what it was.
Yeah, I like. Oh.
Did you find it? You found the dog.
Found it.
You found the dog.
Oh boy!
It's on one of my main big USBs.
He found the dog every time, man.
I was not expecting it to be on this one. This is like
don't listen to it, man. Don't put it in, because you know what happens when the pants come down, right? No, he's not doing it. I'm not watching it.
No, not tonight. I need to go to bed.
Nope, I'm not clicking on it.
Wait, this is only 17 seconds.
No, remember the first couple of tracks didn't come over. Like there was a problem copying them.
No, I think the first track was the best one. That was like the one that
Was the pants coming down?
Yeah, and I think that's the one that's only like. It's this one. It's not even like. Yeah, it's all fucked up.
I feel like I put it on my Google Drive. Hold on, let me see.
Like completely just.
Alright, well, I'll find it for next week and I'll listen to it.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I gotta go.
Yeah, man.
Past my
Alright,
bedtime.
man. Yeah, I was gonna say
later.
I'm gonna.
Don't worry, we'll have Tiger Dog ready for you next time.
Can't wait.
God.
I was not expecting to find it in my main big fucking U.
So did you get that? Are we off the stream?
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll catch you guys next time on
Don't look
the
up
After
Tiger Dog.
Hours podcast. Love,
Do
peace,
not
and
look up
Hickories.
Tiger Dog.